Shout out to Money Brown, man. Harrison Jr. My boy Money Brown, he get a lot of money, that's why I call him Money Brown.
What's good, Money Brown TV? What up, what up?
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to Money Brown TV. Thank you so much for everything.
Hey, this is Ryan Garcia here. Shout out to Money Brown TV, and keep punching, baby.
Yo, what's going on out that fight? Well, this your boy Money back with another one, man. And this one here, is on Felix Verdejo, Edwin Valero, and Viviane Obenauf. You feel me? All these three people, they was boxers, and they murdered their spouse. Well, Edwin Valero murdered his baby mama. Edwin Valero murdered his spouse. And Viviane Obenauf, she's locked up for allegedly murdering her spouse. And that's the man that you see in the corner. So I want y'all to know that it's not just the men's out here in boxing killing their spouse, it's the women as well. Now, Felix Verdejo, we all know, just took a loss to Nakatani. You know what I'm saying? He just took a loss, to Nakatani after he was really winning the fight, things of that nature. And, he dropped Nakatani, but Nakatani got back up off the canvas, winning there to defeat him, bro. News come out, and he was wanted for a murder of a beautiful young Puerto Rican queen. You know what I'm saying? He took that woman's life, allegedly took that woman's life. And, and it's a unfortunate situation. It's a sad situation, and it's some fucked up shit overall. You dig what I mean? Like, it's just sad to see that you can not saying you're on top of the world, but you can be living out your dream, man, being a professional boxer, getting money, living good, and you still not happy with life. You're still not happy. You feel me? Now, he's supposed to murder this woman because, she was having his baby and he didn't want her to have a baby. And I mean, that's not your call, homie. That's not your call. You feel what I'm saying? It's not your call. Then Edwin Valero, one hell of a fighter, man, undefeated. Like, Edwin Valero had like 20-something knockouts in the first round, bro. I think, people like my guy, Edgar Berlanga knockout spree. Edwin Valero was on one of them same type of missions. I think he had like 20-plus knockouts in the first round. You feel what I'm saying? On this Mike Tyson shit. Edwin Valero get the biggest win of his career, defeat Antonio DeMarco, defending his world title. Edwin Valero, he defended his world title nicely. Next thing you know, news pop up on him. He murdered his beautiful wife. You feel me? Out there in Venezuela. Woman was beautiful. You know what I mean? And I'm sparing y'all the names of these victims because I don't know they got family. But Edwin Valero murdered his beautiful wife, man, and they had 2 children together. So as you seen in the picture, as y'all gonna see once I get through with the other lady, y'all see, the beautiful women. You feel me? Now, Viviane Obenauf, right? Me and her was cool, right? We used to talk on Instagram, things of that nature. I used to cheer on for her fights. I was going to interview her, but I needed a translator, right? You know what I mean? I was using my translator for me and her to go back and forth talking things of that nature. But, she had got married, I think in January 2020, you know what I mean, to a wealthy man, you feel me? And looked like everything was going smooth. Like, she was a beautiful soul, man. A beautiful woman. You know what I mean? You'll never think certain things going on, but she ended up allegedly, beating her husband to death. Beating him to death. You know what I mean? And it was a sad situation as well. But she have a son, as you can see in the video. That's her son right there. I mean, if y'all go follow her over on Instagram, you'll see more of her. You know what I mean? So it's like it's just a fucked up situation with these fighters, and them having either a quick temper or they having something going on inside their heads. You know what I mean? We never know what's going on with these fighters, bro. We never know what's going on with these fighters. You did? And we seen other fighters in the past do things what landed them in jail. You feel me? But I'm gonna talk about I'm talking about Felix Verdejo first, man. Like, Felix Verdejo, he had everything going for him, bro. Everything going for him. Dude was a Olympian coming over to America, making good money. I ain't gonna say he hit the highest Powerball yet, his jackpot, but he was on his way, bro. He took a couple losses, just lost to Nakatani, but his career wasn't over with. It wasn't over with. But you never know what's going on in people's lives over in their country. You feel me? We all know Felix Verdejo had a motorcycle accident, and that set him back. And he was never the same since. He got off the motorcycle accident, came back, took his first L, and next thing you know, he disappeared. Bob chefed him. Or who knows what was going on in his life, you know what I mean? And he has a beautiful mother, man. Felix Verdejo's mother is fucking beautiful. You feel me? So it's like you didn't only take this woman's life, but you threw your life away as well, homie. You threw your life as well, because you right now, to me, I believe in innocent until proven guilty. But looking at the evidence and seeing what they said he done to her with a witness, he have a witness explaining the things that happened. You see what I'm saying? He have a witness explaining the things that happened. So it wasn't just him. He was with somebody else committing this horrendous crime on that beautiful queen, as you see right there, man. She's on the loan, bigger picture. That's Felix Verdejo victim. That was his baby mother. She wanted to have the baby. He didn't want her to have the baby. So he took, judgment in his own hands, which no man have the right to do. No man nor women. You feel what I'm saying? No man nor women. You did? And it's just a unfortunate situation. It's a fucked up situation, bro. You know what I mean? If he's found guilty, then, the law is going to proceed, and they're going to do what they feel is fit for this man. I'm not going to say he deserved a death penalty. I'm not that person. You know what I mean? I have family members locked up for murder. You dig? And I still love my family. He has family that still love him. You feel me? And yes, it's a fucked up situation. If he get to live the rest of his life out in prison and she gone, he's still alive, things of that nature. But he's not going to be happy, family. He got to live with that shit every day of his life. Every day of his life. You know what I'm saying? But I can't tell her family how to feel. They want, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. And if that's what they want, I'm not going to blame. If they shoot for it, they get it. They get it. You dig what I mean? So he in a fucked up situation where, you didn't have the right to take that woman's life away from her, bro. You had no right. None. None whatsoever. You feel me? Edwin Valero. Like I say, beautiful wife, had children, things of that nature. They been showing things and saying he was on drugs and things like that. Y'all know I don't usually do these type of videos, man. But on this one, I'm just going to touch on it. And this going to be the last time I ever touch on a video like this with a fighter murdering their spouse or their girlfriend or their baby mother or how I go. You feel me? I like to stick to the boxing, or I get on cats who don't keep it boxing. But nonetheless, Edwin Valero, he murdered his wife. He went to the jail. Miraculously, he ended up hanging himself, strangely, you know what I mean? Which I don't feel like he hung himself. I feel like they killed that man in jail. I really do. I feel like they killed him. Those jails over there, man, those jails is crazy. In Venezuela, either it was something bigger than what it was, you know what I'm saying? And they didn't want the truth to get out, or the police took the matter into their own hands, which was never right to do. I just can't see him hanging himself with a shirt, in a jail cell. I just can't see it. You feel me? Now, Viviane no beef now, right? Well, her situation, like I say, with women, we wouldn't know what the situation is going on and things like that. But you see her husband down there, you know what I mean? That's her husband at the bottom. She took matters into her own hands and allegedly clubbed this man to death, beat him with something all on top of his head, and she fled the scene. They end up catching her. You know what I mean? Found him in the room. I think he was face down, head beat in with some type of iron, So she committed murder, and she took, the matters into her own hands, and she did whatever she did to him for whatever reason. We don't know. You know what I mean? Like, her court case haven't started yet. I've been trying to keep up on it to see what they charge her with or what happened, see what if she go speak on the situation, say what happened. Was it a self-defense thing to where she had to do what she did and get away? But, by her being a fighter, I don't know if them type of things go stick. But just because a woman is a fighter doesn't mean the man don't hold dominance over her or can't overpower her. Now, I'm not saying that's the reason here. I'm just saying things happen, bro. Things happen. But to beat a man in the head with an iron over and over and over, then flee the scene, it's suspicious. It's suspicious. You don't really look at it as if, if he was doing something to you, why would you flee the scene? So it's going to be a lot of things on her behalf where she got to come up with something to tell, what's the reason, she did what she did, allegedly did what she did. Because like I say, Edwin and her are not found guilty. Sorry, Verdejo and her not found guilty yet, And, Edwin Valero, like I say, the sad thing, he had died inside the prison cell. As they say, he hung himself. But, if you go look at the video, things like that, you got good friends of his that say he won't do something like that. You know what I mean? They just don't know where they came from and things of that nature. But I say that to say this, man. We never know what goes on in these fighters' heads, bro. We never know. Blows to the head, it fucks you up, dog. It fucks you up. You don't know, bro. You know what I mean? If they on drugs or doing anything else illegal, those type of things play on your mind. It is proven that, when you take steroids, it fuck with you mentally. It fuck with you mentally, bro. It how you thinking bullshit. It take you through different emotions and shit like that. You feel me? So that is a proven fact. Science proved that. So could these three have been doing something, out of the ordinary to make them snap out? Was they born already with a situation that, they was fucked up inside their heads and things of that nature? But we don't know, man. We don't know. I just know it's a sad situation that them beautiful queens had to lose their life, and that gentleman had to lose his life. You dig? Like I say, nobody should ever take, the law into their own hands to this extent if your life is not in danger of somebody trying to harm you. You feel me? But Felix Verdejo, man, if you did what you did, bro, if you did what you did and they found you guilty, bro, you got to pay the consequences. You dig what I mean? You got to pay the consequences. You got caught. You got caught. You do the crime, you must do the time if you get caught. There's a lot of people out here that do shit and don't get caught. You feel me? And now I'm not saying that it's right, but, you got to, look, it's fucked up to say this, but you got to do things a certain way. You know what I mean? Don't do some shit that if you fit a murder a person and everything lead back to your ass. It's just stupid to me. Pure stupid. And then you do it with another motherfucker who's out there snitching on your ass, right? So you deserve everything you get. If you found guilty, you deserve everything that happened to you. Everything that happened to you. And like these type of situations to where Felix Verdejo is, he's allegedly put his hands on her before, and the mother said, he's been abusive to her. You know what I mean? Mentally and physically. You feel me? So on the day she told him he was pregnant, I guess he didn't want her to have a child. But like I say, that's not your call. She's the woman, bro. That's her body. If she want a baby, she want a baby. It's not on you to tell that woman she can't bring a life into this world, even if it is your seed. You should have wore the rubber. You should have watched what you was doing when you was having sex. You feel me? So now your life gone as well. Your life gone as well. You know what I mean? I don't know how strict them laws is over in Puerto Rico, but the way that they said you murdered that woman, the way they said it, bro, if it was true, you know what I mean? You knocked her out, ejected her with something, then tied her feet up, shoot her in the head twice, and threw her in the fucking river or ocean so her body can sink to the bottom. If that shit is true and they found you guilty, you got to accept the consequences, homie. And if the consequences is that DP, then you got to ride that out like a man. You got to ride it out like a man. You made your decision, then, decisions are put up on you. You feel me? So we'll see what his situation, like I say, he just turned himself in. So it's going to take a minute for us to get the info unless he plead guilty to that shit. And unless the witness that seen it that was with him is his co-partner, I guess, come out and just tell the truth and say, yeah, man, we did it. It fucked his soul up, and, he just can't deal with it. You know what I mean? Edwin Valero, we see he paid the ultimate price. He lost his life. And like I say, she was a beautiful woman, man. Beautiful. Go look at when he was fighting Antonio DeMarco. She's in the crowd. She's over here in America, right? I think that's his first fight in America. He came, he showed up, he showed out. One hell of a talent, man. One hell of a talent, bro. Marquis Garcia said that's the hardest he ever been hit by Edwin Valero. The hardest he ever been hit. Say Edwin Valero punched like a motherfucker. That's the hardest he ever been hit. You feel me? And he whooped the shit out of Antonio DeMarco, made him say, no more. No more. So the boy was hitting hard. You dig? And like I say, he paid the ultimate price. So where now him and his beautiful wife is gone, and now they leave their children here on this earth with no mother or no father. Fucked up situation. Them kids traumatized. They got to go through that. I know they about grown now. Probably had counseling, but nonetheless, they got to live without a mother and a father, knowing what their father did to their mother, and then what their father did to himself inside the jail cell, allegedly hanging himself. But to me, I feel like somebody did something to him, but that's neither here or there. And it doesn't matter now because he gone. You feel me? And with Viviane Obenauf, she's a beautiful queen as well. Like I say, she was a good soul. But she took that man's life, and if she's found guilty, she have to deal with the consequences as well. You know what I mean? It ain't no sympathy out here when you commit murder. When you do a big boy crime, you must do the big boy time. You want to do a big girl crime, you go do the big girl time. You feel me? That's the that's the worst of the worst. When you talking about inside a courthouse, is a fucking murder. You go kill somebody, oh yeah, they got laws for that shit. You know what I mean? You got to deal with it. So I'm gonna say rest in peace to these queens, man. Rest in peace to the woman, that Felix Verdejo allegedly took the life of. I know her family is hurt right now, very hurt. Like I say, and she was pregnant, so it was a double murder. You feel me? And she was pregnant, so it's just hurt, bro. It's just hurt to see that shit. To Edwin Valero wife, may she continue to rest in peace. Hope they children is growing up and A-OK and doing well in life. You feel me? Because that's a tragic situation. To the gentleman down there, may his family is doing okay. Maybe they caught him with the death of him. Like I say, he was a rich man, so that he had to be a smart man as well. To be rich, you got to be smart and doing something out here. So she took that man away from his family and his friends, and they did nothing but spoke highly on him. Nothing but highly on him. So she had to deal with her situation as well. You did. But at the end of the day, the only man that got the last say is the big man upstairs, the G.O.D. Who am I to judge? You feel me? Who am I to judge? So we'll just see how these things play out. Until then, it's your boy Money. This the NSBC, moving everybody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you want to donate. OG Money on Cash App, TreyHampton52@gmail.com on PayPal. If not, tell a friend, hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share the video. And y'all know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status. Rest in peace to these families. And like I said, my condolences goes out to rest in peace to these victims. And my condolences goes out to their family, man. You know, may God put his hand up on them and get them through these hard situations. Peace out, family.